Air India 171 crash case where the plea has been filed in the top court alleging selective disclosure in the AI 171 crash interim report of the DGCA. The plea that seeks complete disclosures of data pertaining to the June 12 crash of Air India's Flight 171. The plea that alleges that preliminary report released by AAIB is in contravention with aircraft, the Investigation of Accidents and Incidents Rules 2017. Let me cut across to Shrishti Ojha, who is getting us further details of what the plea states. Shrishti.
Well, yes, a non-profit foundation through its founder, who is a former pilot, has now moved to Supreme Court, seeking a court-monitored independent investigation into the Air India plane crash. And what they're contending is that the AAIB's preliminary report has violated rules that require full disclosure of data related to the crash. According to them, in the present interim report, which has been released, there are selective disclosures. And they've said that selective disclosures like paraphrase references have been made to cockpit voice recordings without timestamps, without the full transcript or corroborative context. So they've also questioned the composition of the probe team, saying that 3 of the 5 members of the investigating team were from the DGCA itself. So according to the petitioner, who's now moved to top court, the aviation regulator was responsible for certifying the aircraft, overseeing its airworthiness and monitoring compliance. And given that the regulator was itself subject to scrutiny in this case, the petition has insisted that allowing its own officers, or DGC's own officers, to dominate the investigation team has resulted in a direct conflict of interest. So clearly they are raising questions on the interim report that has come out with regard to the crash, and it will be important to see how the Supreme Court responds to this petition. Back to you.
All right, Shrishti, many thanks for getting us those details.